From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. Today we've got two teams with a lot of history, but it's traditionally been a one-sided matchup, Singy.
Yeah, they've certainly had the upper hand every time these two face off, Boog. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes down in today's matchup. I mean, at some point, the trend has got to stop, right?
First pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Eric Lauer. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
About to get started here. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Number 35, Adley Rutschman.
Middle outside.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
Low inside.
Check swing. He held up. Ball one.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
That's off the inside corner. Ball two. Lauer making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting second, right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
Slider. Middle inside.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, shortstop, Gunnar.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Man at first, one away.
Outside.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw.
No, he's safe.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
One out, the runner at second here in the second game of the series. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Pete Alonso. He knocked in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Man at second. And there's a foul ball.
Slider. Low inside.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back here at Rogers Center and getting the start for Baltimore, Cade Povich. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Leading off, Davis Schneider.
All one.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
Up the middle. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, first baseman
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 home run shy of 200 for his career.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
That one ripped, but foul. Schneider gets his lead at first with nobody out. That catches the outside corner. Going to count 1 and 2. Stays alive. Almost got him. Comes a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And
That's
that's
a ball.
downstairs and outside. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. To third. Westburg over to second. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play, and the batter is George Springer. That one fouled off. Springer with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
On the ground. Whips it to Mountcastle. 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We played an inning. No score. Back now in Toronto. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Slider. Middle outside.
And that's in for a strike.
Slider.
0-1.
Low inside.
Good
Inside
slider
ball.
down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 1-1. Foul ball there.
Overhand curve. Low inside. Circle change. Low inside. Circle change. Low inside.
2-2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 6th, left fielder
Taylor Wolf digs in now.
Low inside.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately.
Overhand
Just
curve.
one hit in his
Low
last
inside.
5 games.
Nope, that's down.
Cutter. Low inside.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective
Overhand
if
curve.
you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
That's ball 2.
Cutter. Low outside.
The count 2-1. That one fouled hard the other way. Second inning here, no score. On the ground right side to Gimenez.
Ow!
Throw to first, but he beat
He's
it.
safe.
Batting 7th, center fielder Colton Hauser.
One out man at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Hauser.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in
Slider.
each of the last 6
Middle center.
games.
And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's your 1. Ball
Ball
1
1.
there.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a
Four-seam
rollover,
fastball.
something on the ground.
High
Stay away
outside.
from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 1-2.
Ball
Really
two.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
And now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Cutter. Low outside.
And it remains 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Cutter. High outside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field.
Four-seam fastball.
Just couldn't sit back
High
long
outside.
enough on that one.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And that one fouled off.
Cutter. Low inside.
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 1-1. In the air, right field. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
That one pulled foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Ball. Ball.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, they clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Now it's going to be Ernie Clement. And the 0-1.
Inside. Ball 1.
Line drive. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6, catcher Tyler Heineman.
Next to hit, Tyler Heineman. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Line drive to short and caught. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Jackson Holliday.
Overhand curve. Low middle. Overhand curve. Low middle.
Ball. Down.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
The 1-0. And that's too high.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And there's the automatic.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one catches the zone. Full count now. Holiday wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Clement tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher.
And here's a look at how he's
Rutschman.
using his pitches in this one. Adley Rutschman up now. He didn't just play baseball while at Oregon State singing. Adley was also on the football team.
Yeah, that's right. Adley was a place kicker his freshman year, averaged 60 yards per kick. And we've all seen the highlight of him tackling Christian McCaffrey. Not an easy feat.
20 touchbacks, too. Not bad.
Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect his hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Top of the 3rd, no score.
Low inside.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Eric Lauer is done, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in this starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Sinker. Low outside.
Nope.
Slider. Middle outside.
Swing and a miss. And a count
Sinker.
1-1.
Low inside.
Breaks his bat, pops it up. Fires over to Guerrero. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Slider. Low inside.
Nope, that's inside.
Sinker. Low outside.
Right side, Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Well, Singy, as we said at the top, this matchup has been one-sided recently. It's still early, but we're all tied up.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see when you're the underdog. Stay close, give yourself a shot. Sometimes all it takes is one swing or one mistake to turn a ball game.
Bounce to the right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. One pitch and one out.
Batting eighth, designated hitter, Juan Yepez.
Here's Juan Yepez.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Off the
Ball,
mark
that's off the
there.
plate.
And that is ball one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
One out. Runner at second. Here's Andres Gimenez. And
Nope.
takes low for ball one. Man at second. Line, and that's a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swung on, belted, carrying well. And it is out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
One down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that is out of play. Vladdy with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Oh, one down. There's the strike. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's George Springer. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
In the air, out towards left center. Cowser has a beat on it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman.
Now the Toronto floral hitter, Addison Barger. He's 0 for 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the 3rd. Holiday throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
Slider. Middle outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Foul ball. Rogers in his 7th season, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Slider. Low outside.
The 1-2.
Slider. Low outside. Slider. Low outside.
Now
Nope.
1 miss.
Outside.
Slider. Low inside.
And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free
Up next
pass.
for the Orioles,
And here
third
is
baseman,
Jordan Westburg.
Sinker.
Single to right at
Low
his first
inside.
trip.
Sinker. Low inside.
That
Ball
one
one.
misses. That's 5 straight.
Slider. Low middle.
The 1-0. 6
that
straight
pitch is out.
outside the strike zone.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the
Four-seam
plate
fastball.
with the spin.
High
You know
middle.
it's going to finish well off the plate.
This one smoked on its way out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Hey.
Slider. Middle outside.
Deal one. There's the strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Up the middle. Fires in time.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman Ryan Mountcastle.
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle.
Sinker.
Flied to right his first time. Check swing. He went. That's strike one.
Slider. Middle outside.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Middle outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Tap back up the middle. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Second baseman Ernie Clement.
First pitch swinging.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So up next, Tyler Heineman. He's 0 for 1. In the air out to center. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And now it's
center
Dalton
fielder,
Varsho. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the bullpen. Dietrich Ends. The left-hander is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Aiken also getting ready. Close but called a ball. And 1-1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Holiday. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
Sinker. Low inside.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
1 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Rutschman in the box again.
Slider.
Takes a strike.
Middle outside. Sinker. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Slider. Middle inside. Slider. Low outside.
Two down, nobody on.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Oh, and 2 now. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and O'Neill is retired. And that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it here, 4-2.
Now pitching for
Back now to
Baltimore,
start the bottom of the
number
5th and
71,
taking over on the mound,
Enns.
Dietrich Enns. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now it's Juan Yepez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Juan Yepez.
This one in the air, center field. Cowser under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Gimenez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On a line. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left
So the
fielder,
lineup flips over.
Gimenez.
Davis Schneider will hit next. He's already homered in this game.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey!
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Gets the outside corner with that one.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now here is Gunnar Henderson.
Shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
Slider. Middle outside. Slider. Middle outside.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Slider. Low inside.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Sinker. Low outside.
Here's a 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Low outside. Slider. Low inside. Slider. Low inside.
2-2 down. Popped in the air out towards left center. And there's 1 down.
Up next, for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He is struck out, and he is walked. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyler Rogers will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
That's a ball.
Sinker.
The Orioles
Low
trailing by
inside.
2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Jordan
Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
No.
Now, these
Inside.
guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first,
Sinker.
it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball.
Singy, he's currently the team leader in runs scored.
Sinker. Low middle.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play.
Sinker. Low outside.
2-1 now. To the right side, Clement. They take the
He's up.
force out as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Good that they weren't
The Orioles,
overzealous
left
there. Just take the
fielder,
sure out. Keep the runner
Lauer.
out of scoring position.
Now at the plate, Taylor Ward.
3-pitch strikeout last time up.
Overhand
Got to put up
curve.
more of a fight in
Low
this one.
outside.
Man, I mean, nice job
Sinker.
just presenting it
Low
to be
outside.
better than it actually was.
Now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify
Overhand
it. Take a
curve.
knock the other way
Low
if you
middle.
can.
On the ground to short. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for the Orioles. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the
Baltimore,
sixth,
45.
and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Keegan
Aiken.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's George Springer to start it off.
Toronto, right fielder, George Springer.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Addison Barger.
Hey.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in.
And Springer's in there safely. Springer gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now here is Ernie Clement. Into center. Makes a nice running catch. out number 2.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. A switch hitter batting right. And he'll play it on a bounce. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He's grounded out a couple of times. Out towards right center field. Cowser should have this one. And that will end the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 2. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Colton Cowser.
Sinker. Middle outside. Sinker. Middle outside.
No, that's down.
Sinker. Low outside.
And the 1-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Yeah.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Sinker.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Here's the 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Inside.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there at the knees. Strike 1. The Jays leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Low inside.
Ball, that's in.
Sinker. Low outside.
Ball 2.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Two now. And that one missing low.
Sinker. Low middle.
back to work. 3-2 now. And that's ball
That's
four.
ball 4.
And
Take
that'll
your
bring
base.
the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Misses
Ball, that's
again,
low.
5 in a row.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Sinker. Low middle.
Tying run at the plate. Can't find it
ball
here.
2.
That's 6 straight balls.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone.
Sinker.
Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
2-0. Little chopper rolls foul.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
That misses the zone.
Damn.
3-1 now.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
Cutter.
Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
High middle.
The tying run at the plate. This to center field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. 1 for 3. Now he catches the corner for a strike. Rutschman wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 1-0. To the right side. Handles, throws to first. And that is that. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher
number
here to start the
78,
bottom of the 7th. Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the DH, Juan Yepez. He's been a great free agent side. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Popped up. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now
Jeremiah
playing
Jackson.
second base,
He'll take over at
number
second base
82,
after the injury.
Jeremiah Jackson.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Gimenez. 1 for 2. Yepez on at first, nobody out. On the ground to third. 1 at second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider, looking to do more of what he did back in the third.
No doubt that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
On the ground, and that's just foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Cano, a former All-Star. 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yennier Cano done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Andrew
Baltimore,
Kittredge
number
on the
39,
pitch here.
Andrew
Definitely a
Kittredge.
guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. Runner takes off. Fouled off left side. Now a quick throw to first. And he's back safely. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the 8th. Tyler O'Neill now at the plate.
Middle outside.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in his own.
Makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hey!
Circle change. Low outside.
The 0-1. Chopped out towards short. Gimenez throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Sinker. Low middle.
And it's fouled away.
Curveball. Low outside.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swings and misses. That's out number 3. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Right fielder, George Springer.
Nope, that's down.
That clips the corner. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Right side, hard hit. Mountcastle takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Aye!
Out to short, Henderson. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie.
2 down, bases empty. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. That's the inning. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 2. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 9th. Jordan Westburg digs in now.
High outside.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Inside, ball 1.
Sweeper. Low outside. Sweeper. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Here's a 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
High inside.
Just misses with that one. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Payoff pitch. And there's ball
That's
four.
ball four.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now, Taylor Ward. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout.
Curveball. Low outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
At the plate, Colton Cowser.
Hey.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Low inside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam
The
fastball.
Orioles with the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Got him looking for the strikeout. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now a chance for Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Garcia is just 1 strike away.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Middle inside.
The 2-2. This to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, he held him down for 2 solid innings, recording 6 outs in this game. Really nice job of executing his pitches, really just playing catch with the catcher, throwing whatever was put down, and letting the defense do some work behind him.